why do people think solar costs so much and go into pricing when it comes to?
Good question. Common question I get. And once I finish with my finances, then I can think about that and look into how much it's going to cost me. Well, solar started off basically, I think it was invented in the 50s, the first solar panel. I think I read that today. But anyway, the original way of selling solar was people made panels and sold you panels. No different than I built a chair and sold you the chair. What you do with it's up to you. So you take the panel, connect it to a battery, run the wiring. Of course, you kind of had to know what you're doing. But the point was you own that product and what you do with it, no warranties, just out the door. So the first manufacturers of solar are pretty much just selling panels, selling a product. Here it is. How long it lasts, and it did last a long time. That's what I'm saying. There's panels out there over 50 years old. However, they were very inefficient compared to today's standards. But the first solar, when it started rolling out more in the 80s to 90s, it really was the only way to get solar was to pay cash or get a loan, but buy the panels. Buy 10 panels, buy 20 panels. And you saw a lot of people, those like satellite stands out in their backyard with panels angled off. You see them today in a lot of commercial places where they have like an array of panels, like we see over here in BMW, Michelin, stuff like that. But those were the first panels, and it was basically you're buying the product. How many panels you want? Ching, ching, and you write a check, and there you go. So the way solar started off with, that was the method. You would just buy the number of panels you needed. However, the solar industries realized that they can't do that anymore because people just don't have 20,000, 15,000, 30,000 in the bank. And if they did, they don't want to use it all. They want it as a reserve. Case in point, homes. Now there's 3% mortgages, people coming in with as little as $10,000 to buy a $300,000 house. People just don't carry a lot of cash with them. And like I said, when they do have it available, they'd rather keep it in reserve. So solars realize that, well, whether we take cash up front or payments, we're still getting paid for it. So they figured a way of financing, come up with financing companies, lenders, like we use GoodLeap, which was Loan Pal. It basically was, or is, a prime mortgage company over in California. They've just entered the market and offered a product. And of course, they have backing behind them. They have hedge funds and stuff, and that's where they get the money. So what solar has done is said, all right, we're not going to force everyone to pay cash for it. What we're going to do is find a way of financing it. So no different than if you went and bought a mattress, a couch, a car. Everything today is financing. It's not about how much does it cost, what's my monthly payment. The nice thing about solar is we've gotten to the point now that you can buy a solar system on a monthly payment cheaper than what your utility bill is. And what's really nice is solar's fixed. So there's none of that up and down with the winter and the summer. It's a fixed commodity. This is just like your house. When you buy a house, if you get a fixed rate mortgage, you know what your monthly payment is each and every month. So if you got a bill that was $50 higher, you'd be upset. Unfortunately, in the utility world, it's just built into you just know it. Hey, my bill's $50 higher. Thank goodness it wasn't $100 higher. It's almost like you're just thankful it's not higher, when actually it should be, well, why isn't it this? Why can't we have a fixed? Well, solar does that. We'll give you a fixed price. Here's what it is. So that's one of the concerns, like you said, people do have. They just have that mentality that the first time they heard about solar 10, 20 years ago was, well, it's $15,000 up front, $7,500. Get a home equity loan for $8,000, you have 4 solar panels, however it was. I remember when I looked into it originally, something like that. Then you just do the math. All right, it's cost me $8,000, but I won't have a power bill. How long before I broke even with the cost of the panels? And we're nowadays, you don't have to worry about it. It's dollar for dollar. Well, here's your utility bill. Here's your solar bill. It's lower. Well, let's just go with that, and you don't have to worry about it going up.